What's up, guys? Welcome to vlog number 23. Today is not going to be your typical vlog from me. I had planned to do one at the gym, but as soon as I got to the gym today, a lot of my plans changed. I'm very frustrated today. It's just not been a good day at all. I got to the gym, and as soon as I got to the gym, the emergency alarm on my hand controls that I use to drive with went off. So I did my boxing session, but I ended up and I had to call my dad to come and take a look at it and help me figure out what was going on. And he had to make the 1 hour trek to the gym to come see what it was. We thought it was going to be an easy fix, but it actually turns out it's going to have to go back to the uh, repair shop this week, which is in Asheville, North Carolina. So it's going to have to go back there, and I don't know how long it'll be. I'm hoping, as soon as he takes it, they can kind of take a look at it and get it back, but it may be, I may be out of commission the rest of the week. Luckily, it's not going to impact me with getting back and forth to work. My parents could probably take me in the morning and, pick me back up in the afternoon, but it's just very frustrating because, the last 2 weeks have been frustrating. I kind of feel like the fact that I have cerebral palsy has kind of been slammed in my face, which happens on occasions. It's things that remind you that even though you work so hard to try to show that you're not your wheelchair and you're not cerebral palsy, these aren't what represent you. It just kind of sometimes seems like things just kind of smack you in the face. For an example, last week when I went to New York, turns out the hotel room that we had got was not completely 100% handicap accessible, and my mom had to end up and help me with some personal care things that on an ordinary day she doesn't have to help me do. And, that was tough. Of course, she didn't mind doing it at all, but, for me, in case you guys haven't figured out, I'm a very independent-minded person, and, I like to do things on my own. I don't like to ask for help, and having to ask for help in anything I'll do it, but I'd like to try to be able to do it myself first, and not being able to kind of sucks. And I just, I'll get through it. The van hopefully will be able to be fixed. I hope. I hope I'm not looking at any major repairs or anything like that. It's just frustrating that that's a piece of my independence that I'm probably going to lose for a couple days. And I feel like I try really hard to make sure that people don't put me in a box. I feel like people in wheelchairs, or people that use wheelchairs for whatever reason, you get stereotyped for a reason, of course, but you get placed in this box. And I feel like, I work really hard to show that, I'm more than, or I hope I do, I'm more than what cerebral palsy. I'm more than cerebral palsy. I'm more than my wheelchair. There's more to me. I have tons of interests and tons of things that I love to do. And, I think I'm a great person to get to know. And I think I'm interesting for the most part. And I just try really hard to not let cerebral palsy be the definition of me. And I don't know, for the last 2 weeks, I've kind of felt like it's been thrown up in my face. And I know I have cerebral palsy. I get it. I'm not in denial. I have accepted the fact that I have it, and I've accepted the fact that, there are going to be times like today where, it's out of my control. There's nothing that I can do, but, it's just frustrating when it happens, but, I'll get through it. So, I apologize that this isn't the typical vlog that you're used to, but I just kind of wanted to let you know what was going on. A concept that Jerome and I did come up with today is that we would like to do a question and answer vlog for you. And I'm going to say not next week, but the next week. So that'll give you some time to get your questions in. So that could be anything about questions for me. What's the most challenging part of being in a wheelchair? What's the most fun part? Or questions for Jerome, like what's it like to train someone in a wheelchair? Or maybe you have your own personal training questions for him. So any questions that you have for me or that you have for Jerome that you want us to answer will be answered not in next week's vlog, but the week after that. So you can email those to me, and I'm going to put my email in the description. So email me your questions for Jerome and I. Keep us on our toes a little bit, and we will answer them week after next. So definitely do that. I will keep you guys updated on the van situation, and do keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Just that I'll be able to stay positive, and I know I will. Like I said, it's just a little bump in the road. But I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys have an awesome holiday weekend, and I will talk with you soon. And remember, there's nothing you can't do.